Hi, folks. Andrew here. Popcorn and whiskey. I am the face who runs the place. That's right. A rare Friday evening. And maybe it's not so rare anymore because I do this more so than usual. So we'll see how it's all working out there. Let me make sure it sounds on here. Yeah, sound is working. I'm telling you what. So tonight we are triple casting. That's right. Is that I call it triple casting. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. That's where we are tonight. And I have zero notes prepared. I got zero anything prepared. And the reason being is I was waiting to be on a panel of another show, but I don't know when that's going to be. So I got tired of waiting around. I said, you know what? I might as well come on and do my own thing for a while. And because I was, here's how it worked last night. I stumbled upon to a YouTube channel and they had a panel discussion about different things, mostly politics. And I was watching it, and I actually got invited on last night, but I didn't go because I wasn't actually in a position where I could be in my studio. So I said, okay. I watched it for a while, and it was pretty neat how it was set up. I really enjoyed it, but they went on for hours, and I wasn't going to stay up much longer last night watching it. So I started to come back tonight to see how they're doing things. And tonight I had one guy on there talking with the main lady, and they're still talking right now about all the fraud going on in Minnesota. Yes, I said it, get over it. And I was pretty intrigued, but I also want to get on there and see if I can join the discussion a little bit. But they kept going on and on and on and on and on. And so I don't know when they're going to actually invite other people on. So I said, you know what? As long as they went last night, and from when I looked, they in the past shows, they go on quite a bit. Oh, I didn't do something here. Here, cheers, salute there. Here we go. So I said, you know what? I'm going to come over here for the pregame. I'm coming over here for the pregame. Usually I'm the main event, and in my eyes, I am the main event, but so let's do this backwards. So we're going to do the main event first, and maybe I just go on for the pregame later. But when it all boils down to things, we're all just having fun. That's what it boils down to on air. We're all just having fun. Speaking of which, I went out with the family earlier. I went out to eat. I had a nice dinner with the family, and thank you to my nephew for picking up the tab. Good for him. I appreciate that. Nice kid. Him and his wife both very nice. Also got these new fancy dancy new headphones for Christmas. They are the exact same ones I had before, just a different color and updated a little bit. So, and I'm only putting these on because I will be opening. As a matter of fact, I just do this right now. I will open this up. Show it. 10-minute line. All right. So I'm opening this up for anybody who wants to discuss anything. The topic is yours. The forum is yours. And we'll go from there. If you want to talk about politics, great. If you want to talk about sports, great. You want to talk about relationships, dating, what have you, great. Let's go for it. So I open it up. 765-505-7348. We do it that way. Or if you want to come on live with me, I'll even put on the link so you can come on live with me. Yeah, maybe not. Right now we just leave it up to phone calls. But if you're wanting to come on live, shoot me a message in the chat here, and then I'll send you a link and we can go from there. And who knows what we'll get into, all kinds of different things. But shoot, you know what? When you're talking and something pops into your brain and then it leaves just as soon as it came in. So that's why I just thought about it. I didn't know what I was going to say. I mean, I knew what I was going to say, but then just as soon as it went in, look at that. Microphone comes on. It's like Pavlov's freaking dog type thing. Microphone comes on and I start yawning right away. Anyway, and it has nothing to do with anything else. Let's see. Good evening, Tanny. Hey, how you doing? Um, what are you doing on a cold Friday evening? It is a bit chilly around here. So, also, I'm going to ask everybody watching right now, everybody listening, everybody watching. Wait a second here. Let me do something. Okay, anybody watching right now? Anybody watching me right now? I'm going to ask you to do something. If you're at my profile on Facebook, please hit the follow button. I'm trying to get my followers up because I am officially monetized now. And if you don't know what that means, basically, I'm able to make money on Facebook. Thank you very much. Right now, it's only a couple of bucks that I'm doing it. That's working. So the more followers I get, the better. So please, if you see a video of mine, a post of mine, a reel of mine, or something, and you're not following me, first of all, go follow me on Facebook, and second of all, forward it, share it, tell other folks to follow me as well. Do they have to interact? It helps. It helps with the interacting, but I'm just asking everyone to give me a follow. Whoever sees this, give me a follow, and we can go from there. And yeah, so Tanny, you're home with the dogs. Okay. All right. So I know you had a recent setback with one of your puppies, if I recall. All right. Oh, by the way, hey, if you're here, here's something. Buy me a drink. See over here in the corner? What's that over here? It says buy me a drink or a cup of coffee. Go to andrewpoletto.com/drink, DRINK, all lowercase. You can go over there and buy me a drink. I would really appreciate it. You can also follow me on Substack, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, IG. Just go to any of those and go to @AndrewPoletto, and you should be able to find me. Also, if you type in YouTube, if you type in my name, you'll be able to find my channel, either the Popcorn and Whiskey channel or the Top Fitness Strategies channel, one or the other. Okay, so there you go. If you want to see something neat, go to andrewpoletto.com. And over there, you can also go to there and you can find out how to buy me a drink over that place as well. Okay. All right. All that being said, let me throw this one up there and take this one away. Right there. Look at that. Look at this. Look how proficient I'm getting at all this stuff, huh? Pretty dang cool, if you ask me. So, what is going on? Yes, I get right into it. I go into the lion's den here. What in the world is going on in Minnesota? Minnesota, dudes, you're making yourselves look really, really, really bad. You know, why is it so hard for you to want to get bad people out of the way? Why is that so difficult for you to do or to understand? Other states are doing it just fine. But you have that idiotic governor and that idiotic mayor in your city, in your state. Unbelievable. There is millions upon millions of dollars in fraud has been uncovered. Why is that so hard? Why do you not want to fix that? Why do you want to keep the bad people in the area? If you want to bitch and complain about ICE, that's fine. But it's your mayor, it's your governor is the reason for all the chaos going on over there. Not anybody else, but them two. And also the idiots out there protesting. Hey, if you want to protest, do it peacefully, knock your socks off. But when you start interfering with law enforcement, then you become idiots. Yes, I said it. You become idiots. And FAFO. You guys know what that means. If you don't, ask any military person. FAFO. Speaking of which, I haven't heard a single military person speak ill of the current administration. I have some very good friends in the military. One of my best friends is a retired Army guy, 24 years and some change. Absolutely loves him. So, absolutely loves DJT, President Trump. Absolutely. And when it comes to doing justice or keeping America first, that's what I'm all about as well. I want America to be first. Well, if you don't like America being first, that's fine, but you don't have to damage other folks. You don't have to injure other folks. You don't have to impede other folks because they do. It's just that simple. Let folks do their job. And another thing, these people who protest, how come you never see any sane people out there protesting? You see all the nose ring, wacky color hair, people screaming at the top of their lungs. Why? Why do you act that way? What is that going to prove other than you're a lunatic? I watched something today. I wish I would have saved it so I could play it for you guys. But this woman who was just screaming at the top of her lungs, she was just going off and everything else. My thing is, who in their right mind would want to be married to this witch? She's got to be single. There is, and if that's my choices out there for finding a relationship, no, thank you. I'll continue to be single. That woman was nothing but a witch. And yeah, the tragedy that happened last week too. And I'm not even going to mention her name because she's another one that is a witch. That could have been totally prevented if she would have just minded her own business. That's it. Why are you trying to interfere with law enforcement, and then why are you trying to run them over with your car? You can argue with me all you want about that one, but that was boiled down to it. She hit an officer of the law with her vehicle. I have no problem. You hit an officer with the law with their vehicle that they're going to unload their entire clip in you. I have no problem with that. Sorry, it's just the way it is. You don't like me? Too bad. I said the same thing when I think it was President Obama was in office. Did I vote for President Obama? No. Was I a fan of Obama? No. But I voted for him. I mean, I didn't vote for him, but he was the president, so I call him president. There was a time where somebody jumped the wall or the fence at the White House and started charging into the White House, and the person was gunned down and killed, as they should have been. But the security officer or whoever it was that killed him got reprimanded, and several things happened to this person. If it was me, somebody jumps that fence coming to the White House, I hope every security officer unloads their entire magazine of bullets into that person. You know, they'll say, well, why did you shoot him 78 times? Because we didn't have 79 bullets is why. You know, one of those kind of things. Yeah, so you break the law, suffer the consequences. Simple as that. You harm a law enforcement officer, you're going to suffer the consequences. Now, people are going to say, well, do you think she deserved to die? It doesn't matter whether I think she deserved to die or not. First of all, no one well, I shouldn't say there are people out here that deserve to die. But when it comes to my life versus somebody else's life, I'm taking the other person's life out. And when you have that split second, and I think the officer did exactly what the officer was trained to do. Somebody's coming at you with a deadly object. Yeah, you're going to get them. Yep. Tandy, I have a nose ring, but you can't scream to get your point across. LOL. You're right. You can't run over an officer. Disrespect for law enforcement. Tandy, you have a hoop in your nose? I don't recall seeing the hoop in your nose. I thought you had something on the side. I'm talking about the big hoop that you put on cows and pigs. Those kind of hoop earrings in your nose. So if that's what you have, I don't recall seeing that on you the last few times we've spoken. Yeah, but the ones who have the nose ring, you know, this is bugging me here. You have a hoop? You have a cow, cow nose ring. Hold on a second here. I was trying to raise my chair and it won't raise. So you have a small gold one like wire in your nose. Why? I guess I never noticed that. So is it new? I never noticed that the few times we've talked. Because if I did notice, I would have said something to you. I would have said something to you. Yeah, I don't get it. Let's see. Get comfortable. Well, get comfortable. What, the nose ring? I'm sorry, I'm not going to wear a nose ring. First of all, I'm not a 22-year-old whacked out millennial. I guess millennials are the 22-year-old is no longer a millennial. Those are in their 30s by now, aren't they? Yes, we do. Danny, we need to have a drink. Mine is right here. There you go. So, yeah, so Minnesota. I don't know what the hell is wrong with you. Why do you want that? I that's my first thing of what makes that okay to happen around you. All right, we can get off on that tangent for a while then. Then the thing about Greenland's coming up. Greenland, however you want to look at it. Folks, we're not invading Greenland. Holy smokes. The left is up in arms with this. No one is invading Greenland. Well, the United States is not. I can't say no one is. The United States is not invading Greenland. It's simple. They're at a great spot for strategic military assistance. And if we say, hey, Greenland, you know what? Let us fly our flag there and we'll protect you, just like we do with Puerto Rico, just like we do with a couple of other islands somewhere, something like that. You don't have to be a state. Nothing. We're just gonna protect you. That's all. What's so wrong about that? You know, and in return, we want to do something. We want to get some of the resources out of there. You guys got plenty of land. You're not going to miss it. We're going to do it all right. It's going to be just fine. Why is that so hard to understand? And when you say, well, yeah, we invaded Venezuela. No, we didn't invade Venezuela. We just got that damn dictator out of there. And again, why is the left suddenly defending dictators? I thought they didn't like kings. Isn't a dictator a king? No kings, no kings, no kings. But no. Hey, we like the dictator in other countries, though. No, that's not the same. Yeah, whatever. You know, yeah, I'm going off on a tangent a little bit tonight, and that's just it's just the way it's going to be tonight. And whew. Like I said, for somebody not being prepared to talk about much tonight, I'm talking about much tonight, huh? Yeah, one of those kind of things. So, well, let's go on to another subject here. I got I put out a post today about brand loyalty. I don't know if you saw that or not. And I'm just going off on tangents here. And I know I get into this every so often, but this microphone right here, I'll take this off of here. Sorry about the noise here, but take this off of here. Microphone, just a regular microphone. This is a Behringer XM8500. Hold on. I'm going to hear something weird. Okay. XM8500. I think the microphone sounds just fine. Not a problem. So I'm sticking with it. I did have I still do. This other microphone here. Nothing wrong with that. I just like this one better. And it was just easier for me to keep using this one all the time instead of trying to go back and forth. So from now on until I choose otherwise, this is going to be my microphone of choice. This is what I'll be using all the time. Not that you really care. Unless you're into it, you don't really care too much about it, but that's just the way it goes. So when I'm joining these other panels, that's what you're going to find. I'm trying to get this straight on here. And then when I do my top fitness strategies, Microphone is up here more, and this microphone flag, it's called a microphone flag, by the way. It's an industry term. It goes on here as well. See, but I don't have it during our popcorn and whiskey one. But anyway, this is called a dynamic microphones, and what was the other one called? Dynamic versus, I don't know. There's two different kind of microphones. I forget the other one. It's on the top of my head. I'm just not thinking of it right away. But anyway, that's the way it goes. Okay, so what I'm planning on doing now. First, I'm going to take this jacket off. Yeah, because this I got this for Christmas, man. I'm telling you what, you talk about a warm jacket, and I'm wearing it here. Because of where my studio is. It is freezing in the studio. Even though I got a little space heater. I got to take this jacket off now because it's getting too warm in here. There you go. There you go. St. Joseph's College Pumas. Yeah, all right. So, you know what? At this point, I'm going to call it a night and head over to the other place. And if I get on the panel, I'm going to stream it to my channel as well, so we can see it that way. And we'll see if I can fit in with the big dogs. I'm sure I can. All right. I'll stop it here. Hey, thanks for being here, Tanny. Get that nose ring out. Okay. Till next time. I'm the face who runs the place. Andrew, Popcorn and Whiskey. Ciao.